Hey, it's Cece. I'm back with Underground Success, and I'm here with Rland.
Yo, yo, yo.
Hey, he just got signed. So what's up?
Not much. What's up with it, CC?
I'm enjoying life, especially today. I'm smiling. So hey, congratulations, by the way.
Thank you. I appreciate that for real.
I'm so proud of you. I really am, because you've worked hard over the past year. So you deserve what you got over the weekend. So how's it feel?
To be honest, it really hasn't set in yet. But it's like, I guess everybody else around me is going, they're spazzing. My social media is starting to blow up. To me, it's just like it's unreal. It's like, yo, like it's something I've been working for since I was younger, and it's like I finally got put in a position last night to be able to showcase, and then all of a sudden, he said that I won. So it's just like, yo, is this real? For real.
For real, I'm not shocked. I'm really not, because, your music is just awesome. You don't sound like you don't have a Detroit sound. So of course I'm going to listen to everything you put out. Plus we're connected. So hey, it is what it is. People just are going to have to wonder about that statement. But so how'd the performance go?
It went well. First we had some little technical difficulties because I had like a fog machine that was supposed to be running the whole time, but apparently it takes like 5 minutes before the fog machine to warm up, and they came and got me like right at the last minute and said, yo, you're on, come on, and I had to get to DJ my music. And then the straight jacket wouldn't zip up, so we just had to go with the flow right on the spot with everything that we had to do. And then once we got on stage and everything started, it went really, really well. All the guys that were with me, they showed out, they're doing their thing, and I had them push me on stage and all of that, and they just rolled with the punches really well, so everything turned out super, super dope.
Right. I do have a video of that. You sent it to me, so I am going to place it on our page so everybody can see that performance. They can also see that performance at your pages as well. Am I right?
Yep, sure can. It's everywhere right now, and then we got more footage of coming up because we had a few of them guys from Rocks TV and a couple of background or behind the scenes type deals that we had going on. So we got a lot of footage that's about to be popping up everywhere.
Right. So basically, you've been performing quite a few areas. Not just here in Michigan, but in other areas as well. Can you tell us where?
So I performed in Pennsylvania, I performed in New York, I performed in my hometown, Cleveland, I performed in Indiana, and then here in Michigan.
Where would you like to go to now?
I really want to go down south, Georgia, or out west, California. I really want to see what that life, what it's like out there to perform. I know they got both of those, states have a really big hip hop scene, so I really want to go out there and showcase it and just go off, show everybody what I got.
Well, I'm sure now that you will have your shot. So hopefully it's soon, because it's hot in those areas right now, though. So just think about that. It's really hot in Cali, in Vegas. It's way above 100. So kind of patience, okay? Patience on the West Coast. But Florida and Atlanta, that'd be a really good area for you right now because it's not that hot. But you can handle it. You can definitely handle it.
Can't handle the heat, get out the kitchen.
Right. So I know that you've released some singles, but you're working on a full project, right?
Yep, that I am, yep.
Can you explain what that's about and the title?
the project I'm working on right now is called Hung. Basically, it's showing it's hunger, so it's showing my hunger pains. It's showing how hungry I am to come out here and get it. There's a lot of I don't want to give too much away on it, but there's a lot of you're gonna see how hungry I am. I'm pretty much starving on this album. So when this boy drop out, it's gonna perk a lot of ears. That's for sure.
Right. Your singles have already perked some ears. Can you tell us some titles and where they can find them?
We have Bizarre from D12 on one that's called oh my God, what is the name? I forgot my own stuff. What is the name of it? Have Mercy on Them. I can't believe I forgot that. No,
Have Mercy.
Have Mercy on Them. And then we have one that's called Fail that just dropped on the 28th of June. We have Letter to My Mom. We have Getting Rich, and you can find all of these on iTunes, Spotify, every major outlet that you can get your hands on. It's going to be on there, so they're everywhere.
Awesome. I can't wait for this project to drop because the music that you've already dropped caught ears. So now that you're the paperwork's not done yet, I'm sure, but with everything that just went on over the weekend, you're getting ready to go up under Bizarre of D12 and his new label. Well, it's not a new label, but his label that he's now putting in place again, Redhead Records, with us being able to hashtag everything to go along with Bizarre, you're really going to blow. So, like you said, your Instagram and stuff is already building as of, today. So, what do you expect in the future?
Well, to be honest, I'm expecting to drop this album and eventually do a tour, like a mini tour, starting off small, something little, and really bringing my sound to the forefront. I'm not just a Michigan artist. I'm also an Ohio artist. So I consider myself as a hybrid because both states have their own kind of lingo and way, and I want to bring that to the forefront. I want to be able to bring both Ohio and Michigan together, you know what I'm saying, and really attack the nation and show them like, yo, this is what the Midwest is about. Like we are dominant out here. You've had your down south hits. You've had your Cali was at one point going off, and you've had Atlanta. So now it's Midwest turn. You know what I'm saying? It's time to bring the Midwest to the forefront. And so far, there's only a select, few artists has come out that's been very successful, from like Big Sean to Eminem, and then you got, King Gordy and Bizarre and everybody going crazy. So it's like, okay, let's really show and push and show what the Midwest is like. It's gonna be like Dr. Dre with Tupac, but on steroids.
Right, and I can imagine that. I already see it. So, but can you explain the beats and stuff process of who you work with to get your beats, who does the mastering, and what producers you look forward to working with in the future as well?
Yeah, so right now, one of the producers that we have, his name is Rick Noddy. He works with, he's worked with Dr. Dre and Eminem in the studio, and he's the one I get a lot of my beats from. I got a couple of other producers that I'm getting my beats from. The process is it's wild because when I get the beats, I hear them. It's just like I'm feeling them, like, especially when I'm high, like I'm sitting here like, man, like I'm really feeling these beats, and then it shows on the song. Because then when I'm dropping them, the artistic side of me really shows. And then when I send them off to like Rick Noddy, who, I don't know if I just said it, but he's worked with Dre and all of them up under Shady. He was signed to Shady for a while. But when I send it to him and he hears it and he says, yo, these joints are fire, he's like talking about, whoa, like, hold on now, like, whoa, you really out here getting it. That makes me go harder. Like, that makes me go harder and harder and harder each time, because it's like, yo, I'm really doing something that's catching ears, and these guys are, the industry is cutthroat. They're not gonna lie to you about, your music. If you suck, you suck. But just to hear that, yo, like, you're ready. Okay, now that shows that I'm ready. So that says a lot.
Right. You've came a long way within the last year that I've been watching you. So I feel that this is only a new step for you. If you would have a chance to work with mainstream artists, and I'm sure that you will have in the near future, who would you choose if you could work with 2 mainstream artists?
Just 2? 2
only. I'm going to make it tough.
Dang. This is a lot of them. I would, the first one off rip I really want to work with is, as we all know, Eminem. He's the first one I really want to work with. I believe, like, if with them claiming with him being the god of rap, I know he can make me the Goku of rap and really push me. I know he can really push my lyrics and push me to be, way farther ahead than what I am. And then, as far as my second artist, dang, only 2 though. I'm gonna have to say, I'm gonna have to go with Big Sean.
Big Sean.
Yeah, Big Sean. I like the way he flows when he's on the beach. That boy raw, low key. that boy raw. I fuck with Big Sean for real.
I can hear it. I'm feeling both of those artists. With M, I feel like, and I'm going to be quite honest because I know what you're capable of, and I've listened to Eminem for quite a few years. I think that on the track that you did with Busy back in the day, you murdered it. That your verse killed him, and I'm being honest. Okay, from an A&R standpoint, and I love Bizarre I love Bizarre. Okay, but your verse outweighed his any day of the week. So if anybody hasn't heard "Have Mercy," I'm going to get the MP3 and we're gonna play it today. But it's like with Marshall, I feel like you could be some competition for that man. So, do I want to call Eminem out? No, I really don't. But I think that you were signed to this label over the weekend for reasons. So I think this is just a stepping stone to a huger step and to a higher platform for you within the next 2 years. So where are you going to go next? I think that Eminem needs to be looking at you because you're his competition, and you're from Cleveland, but it's like you live in Michigan, and he's got some
the best of both worlds.
Right. So, Eminem he better look at you because you are his competition with the lyrics and with the sound. He's not going to find another artist out here right now like you. And I'm saying that from a perspective of being an A&R and listening to so much music. I could listen to Rland all day because you're different. You don't have that sound that everybody else in Michigan has. And, I know that Bizarre heard that as well. He's seen your performance. He's had to have been watching you for a minute because that's how A&Rs do. And Bizarre is an A&R himself for the higher labels. So, like I said, this is a stepping stone for you, I feel. So I'm hoping to watch you over the next year and continue to work with you and just make moves with you as an artist. So,
definitely feeling that. Yeah, for real.
Right. So, Eminem and Big Sean, y'all got some competition out here. Rland is on his way up under Redhead Records. So, just everybody needs to keep an eye out on you, I feel.
Yeah, don't sleep on me, because I've had a lot of people sleep on me over the years, and they've told me, like, okay, like when I first started rapping, it was kind of like, yeah, you be alright, and because I don't have that specific sound that they looking for, because I don't sound like, okay, like I'm just strictly Detroit, because I don't sound like I'm just strictly Ohio. A lot of people have been sleeping. They want me to sound like, like either Sada Baby, or they want me to sound like Machine Gun Kelly, and it's just like, yo, I just want to sound like me. So
right.
I don't want to sound like nobody else.
No, you've got to sound like Rland. You have that sound to you. So, but yeah, I want to give you a shout out today. So, amazing job over the weekend. And let everybody know where they can find you at on social media.
You can find me on Facebook at The Real Rland, and you can find me on Instagram at r.land, NNE. And I'm on there all the time, so if you feel free to hit me up, man, I respond back to everybody. It don't matter who it is, I'll always respond back, so feel free to hit me up.
Okay, now, if someone wants to do a collaboration with you, how do they go about doing that?
They would get a hold of you, CC.
All right, okay. All right. That's cool with me. Hey, I'm here to help. But, is there anybody you want to give a shout out to today before we conclude?
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to you first and foremost, because without you, I wouldn't have the opportunities that I have. You've been watching me, you've been helping me, and you've been pushing me. I also want to give a shout out to everybody that came out to the show, from Bazaar to the crew that I brought, to my mother, who's been telling me to keep doing this, who had heart surgery and told me never to give up. Even on her deathbed, who, when we thought she wasn't gonna live, this is what she told me to do, and keep doing it and don't quit. I want to give a shout out to everybody basically who's pushed me to whether it was negative, whether it was positive, y'all pushed me to push myself. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, now I'm out here and I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. I'm grinding hard as ever, and eventually we gonna be on top, shining like diamonds, for real.
Amen. I hear you. So once again, thanks for coming on. I appreciate it. And
Thank
this
you.
is CC. You're welcome. This is CC at Underground Success. We'll be back.